Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So just moments ago, we got the Phase 6 official launch dates, and I say dates plural because it is a very long, drawn-out thing, so we aren't just getting it all at once. This is saying good luck. Blizzard's actually spacing it out to make it something we can build up to and give us the best date possible for the release, which I nailed yet again. I predicted December 5th for the raid, and technically it's December 4th and then December 6th. But yet again, we were correct with another date, which is pretty awesome. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So we are going to switch it right over here to this announcement post because it is massive. So we are right here, and as you can see, it says rally your forces for Season of Discovery Phase 6 on November 21st. So gather your forces and all this stuff. You'll have to do the Scepter 50 Sands quest line ahead of the phase on November 12th with regional resets. So November 12th is when the quest line opens. The war effort will begin on the 21st. The war effort will end on the 29th. So that tells me that it is just going to be auto-completed no matter what. So you'll have those 8 days to do whatever you want. And then the war heralding the arrival of the warriors will begin. So this is the big old war, and it is a 48-hour war. For whatever reason, I thought it was 12, but I was wrong there. And then we will get the AQ10, AQ20, and the Nightmare Grove open, so more about that for sure. But bang a gong, players can begin the quest series to create the Scepter of the Sands, which will enable them to ultimately ring the gong on the realm they are on. Players who complete the quest between 1 p.m. Pacific time on December 4th and 1 p.m. Pacific time on December 6th will receive the Black Kaghoe Resonating Crystal and will summon the rideable Kaghoe battle tank that can be used in the outdoor world as well as within the Temple of Kaghoe. The war effort supply the war effort against the sinister forces of AQ. Both Horde and Alliance can bring a steady stream of supplies to the Valley of Spirits and Orgrimmar, or the Military Ward and Iron Forge to turn in the AQ war effort supplies containing useful items and combination signets, which can be used to gain reputation with your faction, while many necessary supplies can be obtained as loot drops or purchased from the auction house. Having a profession that helps acquire these supplies will come in handy here. The list of items you will need to set your sights on collecting. Players can continue to contribute materials to gain combination segments even after the war effort ends. So the list just isn't there, but it looks like the war effort is just going to be up the entire time. The biggest thing is that the war effort starts and then ends. So this right here, this jump date right there, tells me that it has a set ending to the stuff, which is really cool to see. Then pushing back the enemy, join the battle to push back the Kaghoe warriors, which can be found in the Barons and Thousand Needles for lower level players, and Siltus, Daenerys, and Feralus for higher level players. Defending against these incursions will give players a chance to earn gold, experience, reputation, and Brood of North Dormu rep, along with higher chance for rare drops. So this was the event I was talking about, and I would really love them just to keep this up the whole time or have it cycle through and be a good way to have players engage with the world. But once again, I do understand if they don't keep that in, but that's what I was referring to when I've been talking about these speculation videos and the hype about Phase 6. Then we have opening of the gates at the completion of the 48-hour war, the Ruins of Kaghoe, a 10-player plus player raid dungeon, and the Temple of Kaghoe, a 20-plus player raid dungeon, opens, allowing players to access to the dangers with the treasures within. Players will decide how far they want to push their luck against the greatest reward and new system. After each boss, they'll need to make a choice between cashing in their rewards or enabling more challenging mechanics and trying for better loot. Better or more loot, that's the key right there. You'll need to balance the risk and reward with each against each other, as too many deaths in the raid could mean your team earns nothing at all. The Kaghoe is an outdoor 10-man plus dungeon in Silithus. You guys know where it's at. I don't need to do that. It will raid reset twice weekly, so this is going to be giving us probably the Tuesday, Saturday resets, and then it's the same bosses. Nothing's really changed with that. And then we will have the weekly AQ, which is 20 plus and has the full bosses, which is very, very interesting. And then enter the Nightmare Grove. This is super new and super hype. But as you can see, we get the 20 plus and the 10 plus, which I think is what we have now. So like with ZG, we've been 20 manning it, and then we've just been doing AQ with 20 men also. So it'd be very interesting to see what comes to that, and how many, like, dying is super important. But anyway, enter the Nightmare Grove. Players can face the Nightmare Dragons, all 4 of them, in a single instance in the Nightmare Grove. Players can access the Nightmare Grove from the Emerald Dream Groves, and you will fight one of 4 dragons in the Nightmare, whichever grove they first arrive through. Thereafter, players can teleport to each boss in sequence. We look forward to having you in Season of Discovery Phase 6. So the Nightmare Dragons is going to be really cool. I wonder what they're going to drop in the loot. I can't wait to see the loot. I can't wait to see the hard mode. Maybe we'll get a PTR, or maybe we won't, and it'll just be all there. No new mention of runes or anything like that, but once again, this is just the announcement post, guys, so we very well could see a ton of new stuff come to this. But I am so excited for Phase 6. Once again, I nailed the date on AQ coming out. I predicted somewhere between these 4 days, just depending on how long we would see. The PTR jumping made me think we were going to possibly, at the bare minimum, get an 8-week schedule, and we kind of did with this event lasting and being strung out. But nailing the raid at December 5th is pretty awesome to be spot on with that. Obviously, I am technically wrong because they have the war event, which delays it 48 hours. But, you know, a Wednesday, Friday release is going to be very interesting because people will definitely have the mallet done and that quest. But anyway, guys, I'm so looking forward to Phase 6. I love AQ. I think it's one of the best raids they've ever put in, and I think it'll be super exciting to do. I definitely can't wait for the Cthulhu Beam hard mode clips of just the entire raid wiping and getting absolutely no loot. It is going to be very, very fun to see, and, you know, obviously tragic, and I hope it doesn't happen to me. But time will tell, and we're definitely gonna see that clip for sure. But let me know what you're most excited for. I'm super stoked for Phase 6. I can't wait to get in there. This is awesome to see them, hear the players out and get it out in a timely manner, since Phase 5 has been kind of boring and just, BWL and ZGing. But anyway, until next time, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.